Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another farming highlights episode. Now, I think it's about time for me to start thinking how many of these episodes I am gonna do before I go back to, you know, more conventional episodes where we're just playing normally and not just cutting between different things. So, I'm thinking let's just set ourselves a few goals. And one goal that I really want to complete before I get into the next phase, before I start the Gate of the Gods stuff, I really want to get the Revenant card set complete. Because this just seems like a great source of damage reduction. If enemies are debuffing us, we take less damage. And if we complete the set with the with the buffs as well, and we generally are pretty good. We're much better at buffing ourselves than we are at accumulating debuffs, although I guess that really depends on the type of enemy that we're fighting. But yes, this is going to give us a very reliable way to reduce damage. It might not seem like much, right? Because let's say a creature has 6 debuffs, that's 12%. But when you add it to all of our other damage reduction options, or the other things that are reducing damage for us, it really does make a difference. So that is the goal I'm gonna set for myself. I'm gonna try to get. In fact, I'm gonna make this happen. It shouldn't take that long. It's gonna take multiple days, I know. The reason it's gonna take multiple days is less even finding the cards and more about getting knowledge with these two guys. And it's gonna require getting really, really lucky with the knowledge drops. That's why I think farming Torture Chamber is going to be the way to go. Because Torture Chamber, out of all the realms I've seen, gives you the best sort of the best way to get reliably knowledge with creatures. I think a few other realms have objects that give you knowledge with creatures upon interacting with them, but this one, I think, number one, it's got a lot of these objects lying around, and number two, they give you a knowledge with 3 different creatures at once. And I just need to keep hitting those until, through just good luck, I mean, luck is going to be necessary, until through good luck I get oh god, where are you? Through good luck I get my knowledge with those 2 Revenant enemies up to at least rank D, and then from then on we can take it from there. But you see these objects, and as you can see, we didn't get anything, and then the ones we did, like we didn't get anything relevant, and the ones we did get, it wasn't a huge amount of knowledge with them either. But eventually, if I keep hitting these scrolls, they will give me what we need. And nothing to do other than just stick it out and just, hey, one of the constructs hit rank E with the I think we got the knowledge 3 with that tree wall construct. Damarel is Alexandria. Yeah, so I'll just collect all of the scrolls in this realm just to give you a sense of roughly how much knowledge I'm getting per one run. And then I'll obviously go back to candle farming for a little bit, and other off-screen shenanigans. And but before I go off-screen, I do want to at least go through this whole realm and show you the knowledge that we get from all of the scrolls lying around, just to give you a sense. Like, if you're thinking about doing something similar yourself, if there's a creature you really want to get knowledge with, but you're having a hard time, and it's not a creature that you can summon, it's not a creature that you can find in a realm, this is your only option for getting knowledge with it, then this is going to give you a sense of how long that might take. Of course, this is also dependent on how many creatures you have unlocked total. If you wanted a more focused approach, you wouldn't unlock that many creatures, which means maybe it was a bad idea when we went on that spending spree and bought all of those different creatures from the different guilds. But ultimately, we'd have to unlock them anyway, so you know, I don't feel that bad. And not only unlock them, but take them all the way up to rank S. Because this is, of course, a completionist playthrough, as horrifyingly difficult as that sounds in a game like this. I am intending to do it 100%. But yeah. And as luck would have it, the goal in this realm is to collect all the parchments. So we know that there is at least one left. So let's find it. Let's collect it, and then I'll go off screen. God, this was a waste of time. There's obviously going to be nothing in that little tunnel, but I just wanted to check anyway. Where is this final parchment? Oh, it must be up here, right? No? Oh, in here? Huh? What? Where is... Could it be there? Like, I just hope this isn't another realm that's glitched out and not spawned the thing that I need. It's possible that that has happened. Unless the parchment is in this one tiny part of the map that I haven't seen yet. And as luck would have it, it was there. Unfortunately, we couldn't see what it gave us knowledge with, because it immediately then gave us the quest reward. But we can see that we didn't cross any important thresholds. The only one we did was the tree wall construct from earlier. See how, since this is a decent, is it though? It's a pretty decent realm for candle farming, so I'm gonna go off screen. I'm gonna do some candle farming in this realm, and you know the drill. I'll be back with you with the next interesting thing that happens. Might not even necessarily be in this realm. Could be like 5 realms from now. But yes, I'll be back to tell you about what cool stuff I found. I'll be back with you shortly. Well, that's a card, Minotaur Behemoth. Again, from one of these combats, from one of these objects. And that is even enough to unlock a new bonus. And lo and behold, that's even a resource-based bonus. So that was one of the cards that's on my priority list. You know, the elves I was doing for similar reasons. But this is actually pretty good. Obviously, these resource cards have kind of dropped down the priority list as our resource worries basically went away. You know, now that we've got our power income taken care of. But they're still gonna be important to have for another long-term achievement, which is there's a you know what, I'll show it to you right now. We're not in a position to do this achievement. Oh shit, I forgot to start a project. I'll start it when I head back home. But let me show you this achievement first. And I'm not sure where it will even be. It might be castle achievements for converting resources. So to get the final achievement in this, you need to convert 1 billion resources. 1 billion resources. And just for reference, how many resources do we have total? Our total resources are maybe 120 million. So just for reference, so that's another reason why I'm really gunning for these resource generating ones. But because this is such a long-term thing, even with all the resources, it's going to take a while. I figured, it's okay to take a break from it, to do some other, to prioritize some other card sets. But just so you know what the situation is with that. Alright, and with that, I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back to show you the next thing that happens, alright? See you in a bit. And just a minute after I last left you, I am back to tell you that we are about to find another skin. The angler skin, and this looks really good. And if you know something about fish, you might already know what this skin is probably gonna kind of look like. If you know what angler fish, what the angler fish looks like, but I'm gonna show it to you, and it's really, I mean, I keep saying this about every skin. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I need to look at skins. But yeah, no, it's really, really cool looking. Where is it? We're looking at slimes. Angler. There we go. Even if you didn't know what this fish was called, you've probably seen pictures of it, right? Every once in a while, there'll be a science article about, weirdest creatures or, ugliest creatures. I don't like it when they're described that way, because I think everything is beautiful and in its own way, it does have a kind of beauty to it. But it definitely is a very these are real things. You can look it up. Angler, I don't know if there are different varieties, and there's one particular variety that looks the coolest, but you can look them up. They look very much like what you're seeing here, other than, of course, they don't have hands, right? They don't carry around these staffs or whatever that is. But the face is very similar to what these fish look like. It's very, very cool indeed. But this, I don't think it beats Porpoise Full as far as Revenant skins go. That's just a league unto itself. But yes, just wanted to show you that, and I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back with the next thing that happens, right? See you in a bit. And there we go, Revenant Captain. Despite it not being card week, we're getting cards at a pretty good pace. Already at 325, a quarter of the way towards 400, and I'm liking it. I am liking this quite a bit. Of course, now the rest of these guys are no longer of any use to us, but I guess we'll kill them anyway, because we have no choice, and might as well start getting some Revenant Sea Lords as our next target. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you. Now that I have shared it with you, I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back with the next thing shortly. Here's another card that I found from interacting with a realm object. Well, not from the realm object, from the combat that started from the realm object here in the torture chamber. And I suspect we're gonna get pretty familiar with a lot of these enemies and a lot of their cards, cause probably gonna be staying here a while. This was the leper plague spreader, and this even gives us a new partial bonus. Enemies deal less damage from their weak debuffs. It doesn't really have any special relevance for our build, but I guess it's nice to have. And with that, actually, you know what? While I've got you here, let's do these 2 riddles on camera just so I can flex a little bit. Oh shit, mutated vampire bat. Bats, I think, are chaos? Yes, okay, got that. And, great. Pandemonium is Vulcanar. Alright, so I was indeed able to flex a little bit. The first question was kind of tough, just because there are so many different races in this game. It's hard to remember what class each of them are, and the spells especially. The spells, it's even tougher, I feel anyway. The easiest questions are the ones which just ask you which god rules over which realm, or which realm is ruled by which god. Those ones I have almost 100% accuracy in, and there are a few that I am not, like my memory isn't, like they kind of blend together. I confuse Sanctum Umbra and one of the other ones. There's a few that I'm always confusing with each other, but for the most part I know them. Anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying that I've been doing pretty well with these riddle dwarves as I've been encountering them, and you know, I'll even show you some of the I think special items, right? Yeah, some of the tickets I've been collecting, over well more than 100 of all of them, and if we ever do start spending them all, hopefully we could get some good stuff out of it. But yeah, I think it's time to go back off screen, and I'll be back to let you know the next interesting thing that I come across. So see you shortly. And barely a minute after I last left you, we have the Revenant Sea Lord card. Now we unlock the next partial bonus. Now we deal more damage for each debuff our creatures have. This one, not that excited about, but it does get us closer to the full set bonus, which is the main thing I'm interested in, although the main obstacle towards getting that isn't gonna be finding the cards. I think it's gonna be getting knowledge with these creatures, and makes me wish I'd started on the set a whole lot sooner. But I do hope coming to this realm, getting these little bits of knowledge is gonna help. And there's really no need to kill these guys, because they're not going to give us any new cards, but I did want to walk over here just to make sure I had donated, and I'm glad I did, because I hadn't. Now we get more treasure from all sources, and even a little bit of knowledge with some random creature. Hey, even if it's not knowledge with the creatures that we want, at least it's getting... Look, the moment a creature hits S rank, I believe it gets taken off the list, and you can no longer get random knowledge drops. At least I hope that that's how it works, and I think that that's how it works. And if that is how it works, then that means getting knowledge with other creatures does indirectly even help you get knowledge with the creatures you want, because it slowly starts taking other creatures off the list. So that's that's my working theory. That's why I'm in this area. Either I'll get the knowledge directly, or I'll whittle the list down enough to the point where I will get it. Okay, Zonte is the refuge. And we got two tickets. Oh, one last thing, while we're on the subject of riddle dwarves, is that unfortunately, so you know that realm, that nether realm where you go in and there are 4 riddle dwarves in the tavern? Unfortunately, when you go to that one, the double bonus doesn't apply. They only give you 1 ticket each. The next time I'm in one of those, I'll show you just to prove what I'm saying. But yeah, unfortunately, that does not work. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go back off screen and I'll come back to show you the next interesting thing that happens. All right, see you in a bit. Well, I just realized I made a horrible mistake ages. I was wondering why my Goblet of Trials wasn't filling up. I'm like, okay, it fills up slowly if you're doing low-level realms, but it should have filled up by now. It's because I never re-rolled it after I last collected it. What an awful, awful mistake. And unfortunately, it does look like it's gonna... Probably because I've put so many decorative objects in my realm, that is gonna result in this taking quite a bit of time to reroll until we get what we want. So yeah, just something I wanted to mention because I was a bit annoyed with myself and just wanted to document that for the episode. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do this off screen and I'll be back to let you know the next thing that has happened. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm showing this screen because this is what I got for winning 8 battles in a row at the arena. And I guess we might as well take this opportunity to show just what knowledge looks like. So knowledge 1 gives you 10 points, 2 gives you 25, 3 gives you 50, 5 gives you 100. I don't know what... Well, we don't have 4 in this list, but we can reason that it's between 100 and 50, and if I had to guess, probably 75. But it's unfortunate that my streak stopped at 8, because I do need to win 1 more battle at the arena. Although, did get an achievement for it. So you know what, let's just try and win 1 more battle. And let's see if we can do it. You know what, yeah, let's just do Infinite Arena. What I'll do is I'll cut to the end of this, because going through an entire arena could take a long time. I'll let you know how far I got, and I'll spare you, because one of the fights in the previous one actually took quite a long time. I'll spare you that stuff. I'll just let you know how far I got, and I will let you know in a bit. Okay, ended up with a win streak of 6, and as expected, it took a lot longer than I would have liked, and we get a bit more knowledge. I guess that's one reason to do the arena, just because you can get some I don't know if you can get cards this way, but it's another source of loot, and knowledge is of course something that we need. And now that we've done this, we can get a bit more. We can play some Siralim and some scratch cards, so let's go ahead and do that. Siralim is here. Let's just do a 3-ticket game, and let's pay attention to what sort of loot we get if we land on the loot, that is. we're not landing on the loot, we'll get an extra turn. Oh no, I think it skipped us ahead a spot. This is gonna give some loot, and we are getting some knowledge with some creatures. So alright, it seems like this is a pretty consistent thing that you can expect when playing these games. Alright, so let's do the scratch cards. Also, oh, we're gonna get something. And a bit more loot. Nothing that we were super excited about, but it's good all the same. And this gives us a bit more leeway for handing in our Rune of Prophecies. Now here's the thing. We're not going to be able to do this unless we get really lucky and get a very rare Nether encounter. We're not going to do this because I'm not doing high level realms right now. And in order to fill my Rune of Prophecies, I'm going to need to do another, what? Like 30 realms? Because it's 0% full, and I think you only get 3% when you're doing regular realms that aren't your highest realm depth, on 0 instability. So rather than wait 33 realms to hand it in, let's hand it in right now, and let's just get the 20k. And then we'll start working on the next rune, and hey, we get a bit more knowledge. Any of these useful? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. But let's take a look at the new prophecies, and let's quickly play some Kino and some slot machines. And again, we've got creature masters that we're not going to be able to fight, but who knows? Maybe we will. Let's quickly get these done before I go back off screen, just so I can show you any interesting things that might have come up out of them. All right, let's quickly do this. We get, okay, decent reward. Once again, a tiny bit of knowledge with you, not really needed. And the other one was slot machines, yes, which is something that pays out very rarely. So let's go ahead and see if this is one of those rare occasions. Nothing. 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 Although we had a lot of these rhino-looking guys, but they didn't line up for us. And nothing. Proving once again that the slot machines are usually just a giant scam. Anyway, I'm gonna go back off screen and I'll be back to show you the next interesting thing that happens. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, it's another piece of garbage. But I found it, and the game, technically it's rare loot. Like any Nether Stone is rare loot, so I might as well show you, but yeah. Garbage, and having shown you this, I'm just gonna go back off screen. So I will see you in a bit. And we got the Revenant Soldier. And now I am in a bit of a pickle, because what the hell else am I gonna be able to do to get the rest of these revenants? It's gonna be a long road to get to. I think 300 is what you need for rank D. So let's sort by knowledge and let's confirm this. So from E to O, it's 500 to take you all the way to rank D. So I think we may have to end, we may have to pause the collection of the Revenant cards at this level, you know, let's sort by race again. We may have to pause this at this level. This is the most we can do. We're gonna have to figure out... I mean, I think we're just gonna have to play the game on not low... like, not the way we're playing it right now. We're gonna have to actually go in on high levels so that we're finding knowledge more consistently from all of the other loot as well, and not just from a few objects in designated lists. By the way, I accidentally summoned some of these Rift Dancers while I was trying to summon some of those Revenants, so don't mind the fact that a few of them are wandering around. Although if they want to give us their card, I think... I mean, I don't think, I know I would be quite pleased to let them do that, but somehow I think they probably won't. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna end off this realm, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna end off this episode, and then I'm gonna think about how I want to proceed. Like, whether I'm gonna take a break from low-level farming, whether I'm gonna do... because it is tough these days to find time to record an entire hour-long episode. I've mainly just been doing, you know, 10-15 minutes at a time, and the alternative is that I just don't play the game, which is also entirely reasonable because I do have enough of a backlog to carry me all the way to mid-April, which is when I know I'll have free time. Oh, by the way, I also hunted the Jingle Elf because I was like, I might as well also get a bit more progress on the elf set while I'm at it. So now we can summon some Jingle Elves, and you know what? Actually, no, we can't summon them right now because we have to go back home, collect the reward for the hunt mission, and then in our next missions we'll be able to summon some Jingle Elves. We hit rank S for the Revenant Soldier, so now at least it should no longer be... I think every creature we take to rank S hopefully should no longer be eligible to have knowledge drops from random loot. At least that's what I'm hoping. And if that is how it works, as I mentioned before, if that is how it works, then we should find it easier and easier to get knowledge with the creatures that we don't currently have high knowledge, that we currently don't have S rank with. Anyway, before I end off this realm, I just want to get all of this favor with Tartarith, and let's just... Ooh, I didn't even realize that was an NPC. I thought that was just something on the ground, like a marking. But evidently that was a guy that wanted to give us some loot. Alright. Yeah. Well, whoa, hey, hang on. Did we just... I was distracted by so many things. I was distracted by the fact that we took the CDS into rank S, but did we just find a Nether Stone? Like, level... I think it was level 90 something. 90... this one. Alright. Vampirism on defend. Not that excited. Alright. I mean, at least it's something we can crush it or grind it or whatever the verb is into piety, and then we can get some benefit out of it. You know what? We're out of revenants to summon, but what? We've silenced the enemies, so you know what? Let's I don't know. Let's try and make some progress on the. What was it? Yeah, let's just summon one group of these guys. What one group of these guys is gonna do, I don't even know, but I just felt like doing it. Because we've got these guys silenced, and salamanders are a very annoying race to fight under normal conditions because of all the stupid spell casting they do. Although I think we've gotten most of the really annoying ones already. Like, we've already gotten those cards. Alright, so who's left? I'll kill these last two enemies, then we'll head home and we'll end this episode. Alright, okay, kill you. And mosey on over. You are the last enemy, kill you. And then we'll call it good. Alright, let's hand in our project. And then we can continue. Alright, we've hit rank C. Now we can summon the creature at the candle. And with this, I think we're gonna bring an end to this farming highlights episode. Let's look at what we accomplished. Let's look at some of the recently earned achievements. And we, predictably, because I've been spending so much time farming at Tartareth's realm, the torture chamber, we have raised our standing with the Tartareth. Quite a bit. 60 times. 60 times we've donated to his altar, and we have even reached rank 50 for getting a lot of favor with him. We are also, of course, getting favor with various other gods. We're hitting, I think we've hit 45 with most of them. If we, you know what, we've got to set a new mission. Let's just do an experiment. But yeah, well, you know, let's take a quick look at Blessings of the Gods, I think. No, I think we have to look at currency. Nope, this doesn't show us what our favor rank is either, so hang on. Where do we find this? Realm? No. Anyway, somewhere in the game is character. Here we go, God's favor. We have 45 or higher with most of them. It's only a few left that are at 44. And then, of course, we have Regalis at 90. And Tartareth at 50. And probably going to be even... gonna go even higher compared to the other gods if I continue farming the torture chamber, but I haven't made a final decision on that yet. What I have made a decision on is that I am gonna end this episode, and so I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well, and until then, take care.